Hi friends, myself Subrata Mukherjee and you are watching my channel Dr. Subrata Mukherjee Distance Learning in Commerce. Today I am going to discuss another problem on consignment account and this is lecture number 8. You can find the other lectures in the playlist section of the channel. I would like to request all the students to record the questions which will be displayed in the screen shortly. And if you find any difficulty in understanding, feel free to communicate with me through email and the contact number given in the description box. On 1st January 2022, ITC Limited of Calcutta consigned 10,000 kg of sunflower oil costing rupees 40 per kg to Dinesh and Company of Delhi. ITC paid rupees 40,000 as freight and insurance. 200 kg oil were lost on 15 January 2022 during transit. The insurance was settled for rupees 7,500 and was paid to the consignor directly. Dinesh and Company took delivery of the consignment on 29th January 2022 and accepted a bill drawn upon them by ITC for rupees 2 lakh for 2 months. On 31st March 2022, an account sale was received from Dinesh and Company containing the following information. 8,000 kg were sold at the rate rupees 55 per kg, unloading charges rupees 9,500, godown rent rupees 1,250, printing and advertisement rupees 10,000 and 200 kg were lost due to leakage which is considered as normal. Dinesh and Company is entitled to a commission at the rate 5% on sales. They paid amount due in respect of the consignment on 31st March itself. You are required to show consignment to Delhi account, Dinesh and Company account, loss in transit account in the books of ITC Limited. Here I have prepared the structure of the ledger consignment to Delhi account in the books of ITC Limited. On the debit side, I have prepared the date, particulars and amount, and on the credit side, I have written date, particulars and amount. So on 1st January 22, goods were sent to Delhi, that is Dinesh and Company. So I have to write here on the debit side to goods sent on consignment account. $10,000 kg of oil at the rate of rupees 40 per kg. So the consignment was for rupees 4 lakh. So I have to write consignment to Delhi account debit to goods sent on consignment account. On the same day, the consignor paid rupees 40,000 for freight and insurance. So the journal entry is consignment to Delhi account debit to cash or bank account and the purpose is for freight and insurance. And the amount is for 40,000. Next, Dinesh and Company took delivery of the goods on 29th January. But during transit, there were 200 kg of oil which was lost. Now this has to be considered as abnormal loss. And we have to value the goods that was lost during transit. So here I am doing a small working and this is working note number 1. That is a valuation of goods lost in transit. So cost is 200 kg, multiply it with rupees 40 per kg. So the amount is 8,000 at proportionate expenses of consignor. So ITC Limited paid rupees 40,000 for 10,000 kg of oil and 200 kg of oil got destroyed. So the proportionate expense of consignor towards freight and insurance for 200 kg is rupees 800. So therefore goods lost in transit was for rupees 8,800 and the amount that was received from insurance company. So I have to write insurance claim rupees 7,500 and 1,300. This is the actual amount of loss to be debited to PL. So this is loss that is to be debited to PL. That is profit and loss account. So while preparing, that is loss in transit, I will show the impact of these transactions in the ledger. So in the consignment to Delhi account, I have to write that is on 15th January 22 by abnormal loss or loss in transit. So this loss in transit is considered as abnormal loss. 8,800. Now on 31st March, Dinesh and Company sent an account statement to ITC Limited containing the following information. So Dinesh and Company sold 8,000 kg of oil at the rate rupees 55 per kg. So on 31st March 22, I am writing here by Dinesh and Company account. This is for sale. 8,000 kg was sold at the rate rupees 55 per kg. So the amount of sale is 4,40,000. And the following expenses were incurred by the consignee. So I have to write here on the debit side to Dinesh and Company account. The first item of expense is for unloading charges. So I am writing here unloading charges rupees 9,500. So 9,500 I have to write in the inner column. Next is for go down rent, and go down rent paid was rupees 1,250. Next is printing and advertisement. So printing and advertisement was for rupees 10,000. And Dinesh and Company is entitled to a commission of 5% on sales. So 4,40,000 is the amount of sales, and 5% of 4,40,000 is 22,000. So Dinesh and Company is entitled to a commission of 22,000. So the total amount that Dinesh and Company is going to retain from the sale value is for rupees 42,750. So the balancing figure is to be remitted by Dinesh and Company. Now we have to value the amount of closing stock. And it is given that 200 kg of oil was lost and has to be considered as a normal loss. So in the working note number 2, I am going to value the amount of closing stock. Now I am writing here valuation of closing stock. When there is a normal loss, in my previous lectures I have shown you that valuation of closing stock is calculated. Valuation of closing stock is equal to cost of goods consigned, multiply this with quantity of closing stock and divide this with quantity available for sale. So there are three parameters. One is cost of goods consigned, next is quantity of closing stock, and the third is quantity available for sale. So first figure we have to calculate the quantity. So quantity of goods consigned is for 10,000 kg. It is given in the question. Now from this 10,000 kg there was a loss in transit. Loss during transit for 200 kg. So 9,800 kg of oil was unloaded by Dinesh and Company. So from this 9,800 kg, there is a loss due to leakage is for 200 kg. Now this is treated as a normal loss, and the loss during transit was considered as abnormal. Now 9600 kg was available for sale. So this is the parameter that I have to write here. Quantity available for sale was for rupees 9600. From this quantity which was available for sale, quantity of 8000 kg of oil was sold out, and the quantity for closing stock was for rupees 1600. So we have found out the two parameter. One is the quantity of closing stock, this is 1600 kg, and quantity available for sale was 9600 kg. Now we have to find out what is the value of cost of goods consigned. So cost of goods sent was for rupees 4 lakh. Next, we have to add the expenses incurred by ITC, that is the consignor, and this amount is for 40,000. So total is 4,40,000. Now from this figure there was an abnormal loss for rupees 8,800. 4,31,200. With this figure we have to add the non-recurring expenses of consignee, that is Dinesh and Company. So there is only one item of expense which is non-recurring in nature, and that was unloading charges. So 9,500 is the unloading expenses incurred by Dinesh and Company. So total amount is 4,40,700. So therefore cost of goods consigned is for rupees 4,40,700. Now the valuation of closing stock is a very important working when there is a normal loss in your problem. So we have to find out the three parameter. One is the cost of goods consigned that we have calculated at 4,40,700. So this is 4,40,700, and the other two parameters, the quantity of closing stock I have already shown you, that is 1600 kg, and the quantity that was available for sale was 9600 kg. So what is the value of closing stock? Let me show you. So 4,40,700, multiply this with 1600 and divide it with 9600. So the value of closing stock is for 73,450. Now this is a very important calculation in a problem which have normal loss. So in the consignment account, I have to write here the value of closing stock on 31st March 2022, that is by closing stock is for rupees 73,450. Now we have to find out the balancing figure and the profit. Now we have to find out what is the profit on consignment. So I have to write here to consignment profit, and this is the balancing figure. So you have a total of 5,22,250 on the credit side, and the balancing figure, that is the consignment profit, is for rupees 39,500. So this way I have completed the first account, consignment to Delhi account. Next we have to prepare the loss in transit account and the consignee account. So in loss in transit account, I have to write the date, particular and amount on the debit side, and again on date, particulars and amount on the credit side. So on 15 January 22, I have to write on the debit side to consignment to Delhi account. This is for rupees 8,800, the amount of abnormal loss. And the amount that was received from the insurance company is for rupees 7,500. So I have to write here bank account debit to loss in transit. So this is insurance claim. And the balancing figure has to be debited to profit and loss account, that is for 1,300 rupees. So sum total of debit and credit side is rupees 8,800. Next we have to prepare the Dinesh and Company account. So on debit side, I am writing date, particulars, amount, and on credit side, date, particulars, and amount. So on 31st March 22, I am writing on the debit side the amount of sale made by Dinesh and Company. So to consignment to Delhi account for rupees 4,40,000. So on 29th January 22, when Dinesh and Company took delivery of the goods consigned to it, it accepted a bill for rupees 2 lakh. So I have to write BR account debit to Dinesh and Company. So by BR 2 lakh. And the amount that was incurred by Dinesh and Company and the amount of commission, I have to record it on the credit side as by consignment to Delhi account, and I have shown you this figure in the consignment to Delhi account, and the amount is 42,750, and the balancing figure was remitted on 31st March, and I have to write it as by bank. Now this is your balancing figure. Now this figure was finally remitted by the consignee to the consignor, and the amount is 1,97,250. The sum total of debit and credit side is 4,40,000. So hope all the students have recorded the question with solution in your notebook and try to follow the process that I have adopted here to solve the question. In spite of this, if you find any difficulty in understanding, feel free to communicate with me through email and the contact number given in the description box. Thank you. Thanks for watching the lecture.